piano. And I must say, my show.
Almost $300 million.
So the show has come to stay. Mummy na yesu. Na yen chichire wo man. Na wonsom oni nipa.
E daddy e Ghana for dia. Enye BP dia. Enye NDC dia. Enye obi bia dia.
President Kufuor, because what to near mom, I'm affecting all this. Fuel prices now what they buy.
Yeah, I just NDC for car, the papa did Ghana card, I for Jim Dini become an answer.
Mena wo ka say ya yeka. Ye no nya se ya te den say e kina titi pa se kira. NDC for wo ba ko fa daddy bill. Wo me kai. Me na make a draw.
Mo pese mo share so a mo ko Facebook na Instagram, ni YouTube, ni Twitch, Ghana News TV, Anchor FM.
Yechia Ghana Food. My show is your show because a Ghana enti and a show that will be inside my show. That will be yase. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Good evening, and welcome to my show NDC Hour on Today Ghana News TV. I am your regular host, Peter Akwesi Mensah, And then another fantastic Fantabruta edition that you cannot miss. In fact, if you miss, then it is like you have missed your dearest cherished food. And then show no bruta. Inti mo share wa Ghana nyina mama kwaba. Mo share wa the diaspora. And then Germany fire crado. And then higher we be able to. South Africa for Omabo Omani to say bed dead, to say the Kufuado Abubo, Ghana to say Keto the IMF, Ubie, and ko UK, ko US, ko Bebia, Ubia, they are two today Ghana News TV, our satellite TV, or more multi or Anchor FM, so radio so Germany so ATA, or more share on YouTube, almost or more share, we name Ubia Kwaba, more share on Facebook, the Diaspora Union. Fantastic. Munyana yema munyana akwaba. Yebeda national chairman ase. Yebeda yura Samuel Ofosu Ampofo ase. The National Democratic Congress, ye National Communication Bureau. The Odano comrade lawyer Sami Jamfi. Me am a boss. Yebeda nase. And the indefatigable Deputy General Secretary of NDC. A lawyer Babra se wesamwa penfo taye chidibia se yemfa adwumadi imramo enti ye do mase ene ye fire bia deri wo memu na ujana deri no mempese medi jana be bansa mi jana be ye lasawa meni producer kasa ujana be ye lasawa na mempenfo na na meni omobedi nkomo no se de omosi ase omano no You can't miss, just share the link. In fact, share the link. If you have not shared the link, please kindly share the link. Share the link. Maubimbra. And then you fire for fire. And some no said you sit here no. They be a me cast and some when you discuss ya. You can't say your cost your bad pay. I am telling you. The beer of mine do not say your communication. Yes, you cost your bad pay. It's as if say we are being magnanimous with the Kufuor government. We are being charitable with the Kufuor government too much. Ampo, me na me bu afu me ho saa. People who they end done at the end saying can be in the world bemuna or mine to say na we ye de Ghana echo IMF. Mo de mo shift at the end na mo hwe. And can hwe kra ku besi kroma. Woni me nya de se ejeja people. I am telling you, this wicked government here, this clueless, incompetent people, the Biomodi man they do no. They do Ghana for you be discussing IMF. That's the topic. You be discussing IMF. And now, on nothing to see to form the netachra mafa, you will go for the U10 Omukui IMF. IMF ya here no. What is the implication? IMF na yekono. What is the implication? Aso Ekufuado and then aban are they justified? Somebody gonna be called IMF na. Na di omoka for IMF hu nyina no. E die na asie. Na ansa na mebo ye be friend saying me guest me introduce o mama wo no. Ye producer ye videos me do be ready. Na ya magana fo hu di omo akasa about IMF na ye den komo na hwehwe so eti producer mpacho mayen finance minister the video no finance minister video no deputy finance minister the video no ana finance minister ansan kasa so video ho omo mienu nyina bo video no mayen.
Go to the IMF today, we will not go to IMF tomorrow, and we are not going as long as the NPP remains in power. Mr. Speaker, looking beyond... Go to the IMF today, we will not go to IMF tomorrow, and we are not going as long as the NPP remains in power. Mr. Speaker, looking beyond...
Viewers, let's watch this video. Let's watch it and we see how we talk about it. Let's watch this video. Just a minute. Let's watch it.
IMF. The IMF. To IMF.
To IMF.
The IMF.
Why should we go to IMF?
You were not informed too.
And there was some subtle suggestion of IMF. I think we've told you that we are not going there.
Continue.
Abana Tesono Anko IMF. David Yanko.
Uncle Sembeko.
Yanko IMF.
Don't you go to the IMF? Go to the IMF. We will not go to the IMF today. We will not go to IMF tomorrow. And we are not going as long as the NPP remains in power.
You only waka come. Okay.
And go to IMF. We are not going to go to IMF.
But I can tell you, we are not going to the IMF.
Will you keep quiet?
Whatever we do, we are not. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua, Caleb, and the 10 others went to spy on the promised land. And only 2 of them came to say that we can do it. And the 10 went around the community murmuring, you can't, da 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 da. We are not people of short sight, you know.
Chai.
IMF. What are we going to say again? Because the noise we make, going into IMF is just like handing over power to NDC without a contest. And I chew my own words back when I said NDC went to IMF because of mismanagement of the economy. So if MPP is going to IMF, what am I going to say? Any government that goes to IMF has failed. You cannot use the face of those who took us to IMF to break the eggs. They don't work.
So made several statements. And someday Yatimi will come home. There be a mutie penny for no. Aha, Ghana for mutie some penny for women. I'm peeping penny for no. IMF. Me both no me. There be munya botre. My men come guest na so. My first guest. Aye, nyaka samenua Bennett kunadu yadom. De biada. Anadu na suomo any time be be Bennett bia no boam ye show yi or ye the South Africa communication giant and na anwumre enua Bennett kunadu yadom aba be kan yensa Bennett anwumre me ma wakwa aba e de ba MyShow NDC hour dwumadie so menua Bennett kunadu yadom o ho a Mr. Bennett ahoma no ha kakra Bennett network no ha kakra enti no mama introduce me second main guest for the day yankasa yenua senior comrade Alfred Kuyoli. I hope saying it one of the fantastic intelligent communicators here in Germany. In fact, I think who said NDC we really have fantastic men. We really have some intellectuals. Both in the country and the diaspora no omo boduma. Papa will be Germany important baby or the communication perform Ghana ni biati ase ti ni biati ase. Before she an almost the papa will go and about you so I am maybe. And then you may a comrade Alfred Jumadie no senior memo akwaba at the bar NDC hour MyShow Jumadie so I think that this is our first time enyan could them ATM akwaba sonko so
yeah Peter that's so say Mama kwenya se memra show you so na mesoso me mfa madwen check akra emeto ahwefo ne atifo anim na yembo asebe ya oman Ghana yenyina ye chichire oman betimi akonanim because oman yi edi mu na yenyina ye pe nye sebi yese papa so opa ngoma so nye nanum de ntia na mum ni yi edi ntia ndi se ne ye wo ha na ye wo ha ni ha se ye wo ha ma ye ho na mum ye ho ma oman Ghana nti me da se enumre mama kwenya se me so metimi mra emechira ma me da se
Yo, na Odino me pacho me boni ye die Alfred Kuyoli pacho correct die.
Me ba cho no ano no Kuyoli no ano no wabɔ ne yie paa. Memedi
That's it. Nah,
wabɔ memedi.
Germany. Mabo Memedi, fantastic
Wabɔ
one.
memedi.
Yes, your boy Germany and now before it tigusa. Who bomb Mr. Kuyoli now and before no more tigusa. More fire. And that is all. NDC, anywhere, the people they have no message, I will defeat them at all discussion and argument. Senior number Germany and bottom to say, na NDC, she say, NDC kono ekoso our Germany.
Oh, so far, bibi ekoso haboko on a NDC German chapter so in terms of organization, the bibia dane kwan so okay said the entotoya the chapter chairman ne mpanyimfo ade agu akwemo no nukure nyame the structures are really in place and everything is working according to plan. And so far we are more enthusiastic and just say said yes ready, and maybe create because I can't idea but we be a course of haboko
fantastic
NDC German chapter course come up yeah.
Okay. Yeda nyame ase. Na me gidi se sambre no omo nyina abaye krado. Abaye krado a omo hwe dwumadie na ye beka che omo se ye mo makwa aba. Ye de omo asese ene omo hwe dwumadie na omo nsa link no na ye nyina ye nye den. Ye nhwe na dwumadie bedi ne nan enye fe ye nko se ye nua Bennett Kuradu yi adon ahoma na toma ye mo no so akwa aba na afi de mfa enkomotwetwe no so enso so. Bennett, minua Bennett Kunadu Yadom, ene said your Bennett asina no or de fire airban intino. Network needs to bomb boa. No bagawaya. Senior my infa and common shas here, bra yes, Bennett Kunadu Ahumano ebe tumuano. Osha bebia on my Ghana yedu sia the state of Ghana's economy. And the decision by government, what would be your preliminary comment? And sana maybe some critical questions. Be money at the other no. The be economy not do here no. And the decision by this government say a failure. Nana sima tint sure to form some of them touch them asafa. Obenya ko IMF no. What is your general overview about this decision?
Me that say nukure nyame ni question obu ma me rekra ho. Because the Ekufuado ene Bawumia ene MPP for mo ta ban mu yi omu ka kire Ghana man e ka kire Ghana for entro mu diye die nim ono mo se ewu mu ene said the omu si epagya omo ho in terms of economic management. As a matter of fact, just a area who said ne me no ha na ye discuss Ghana eco IMF. And issue when can issue be but then ohwe obia sebi a free ebra obewura Ghana political preko time where said they was here touting ho any abodia kese ode ama no ho na enne de ye hu ya ni kwere nyame anim ni ni kwere nyame anim ni president
I show boy
say utu ball bodan mu a esan ba wo so. It's like they are just clueless. Omu hunu no mo de to bibia shim. They have no idea or whatsoever in terms of our macroeconomic management. Ideas na kasa na omu nibi. Because me feel say all this while no. They didn't have any ideas. Just that Bawumia, another Dr. Bawumia, he's just a theoretical doctor. Or that would be out just say of a textbook or kind textbook na chew poor person forget. Because
your vice president has
no American who was opening. Na Kenya mwa
2% forget.
Na Kenya mwa obia we yes we economics whisked
Messiah
Yabo body bebre. Whatever solid team. And then me buza say solid team no more
Fantastic. Solid.
What a solid team now, Dr. Bomiaka, and where are they now? If do you think that if they
Professor
have
Jamba for
any your friend is say
Papa solid team no. Producer say solid team no now what
Mate.
Producer now there. Oh man, common cost producer say all the solid team in the mouth is here.
Matia. Who said about Bomiaka? What a solid team. Professor Jamba for your friend is saying trade minister Alan Chiramantin a free Yakuto and Obi Busa say if these are the hot brains in MPP that's a negan then of course I would only conclude say they had no clue, they had no ideas or whatsoever as far as management of Ghanaian economy was concerned. All what they did was just propaganda, just to throw dust in the eyes of Ghanaians and then allow Ghanaians to just vote for them. No credit nyamienu ni Peter. Me say me tie news me hwɛ de ekoso Ghana na me ra ho me ho. Me ra ho me ho pa kire say ya ton ya color TV akoto black and white. Ya koto untested mpo. Me say ya ton ya color TV ya flat screen e button ho. E de akoto untested. Because
senior aden na kasasa untested sese
nana
opa chese ya untested TV no kra
ya untested kra na de akofie na ko say eso ana senso say ya to akoto untested
senior nyumre oba pa
no because they are just doing try and error. You understand? They are doing try and error sort of economic management. Now said that where you're just preliminary. So yeah, come details. I had some points here that I would want to stress on.
After na producer bema yen sa economic management team no video na yabe but yen hwe se sia no irrespective of the omo kan nyina no omo say omo kokko IMF because COVID ni Ukraine abese wo man no eno ene ye nyina so a ye de ko IMF enti omo IMF no e different from NDC IMF enti Ghana for mama mayemfa NDC IMF no metoto eku NDC IMF no metoto MPP IMF no kra na Russia Ukraine senior sa Russia Ukraine and COVID justifiable basis say yanko IMF na aso true say Russia Ukraine na my economy na gigenti ayeko IMF wana
se mete sa excuses we na me busa me ho say ekufo adone na ban do they think say Ghana for ye ho yanim kosoro na say den Russia Ukraine and I say COVID and Ghana nko okay time JM war power Ebola AC West Africa and I say Africa see how the big brains were able to handle the situation. Okay, COVID by how many people were affected in Ghana? Ghana population yes say nipa do saying enya a tested COVID positive compared to those of us here in Europe. Now COVID by every country were finding ways and means to support their citizens.
Okay.
Fine. The Kufado Yenadrin say that there be a Kufado de Ukrainian mini one in the credit. It is a honey. We are saying, I don't know why. Why so yema free water. Yema free water. Ye chief Adriani free. Any yema free electricity near there. But enne sa free water, free electricity. Any sa no one moye no. Menu mienu ye tria ho tax. Ebin see we are say baby that there's no country in this world COVID the buy omutua COVID tax and another COVID levy. Ebin see that. There's a COVID
not just a COVID net buy free water, free light, free MPP for boys no ko tena pipe wase ebu nsuo gu omo ho se Akufo-Addo de free water ama omo ne ade no ene ye tua ho to Ghana for tia sa free no
ene ye tua ho to na Peter de ebe nwanwa so no say wobehwe mu kura na to ye say tua yi sa free water no sika na e wosen ko de ma Ghana Water Company Limited any ECG no says kana kwa anko okay says kana kwa anko company mo amfa mo company no bra but enemi no ye tua sa tax no na se ye we nyina wi na wo sa begina wo say COVID ninti ene ne ye ko IMF and say the whole we say every country will go run to IMF because the COVID it's most of the countries in the world. And Ghana Krampa, we were the least affected as far as COVID was concerned. Germany has a COVID by a call lockdown more than 3 months. Not once, not twice, not thrice. First wave, second wave, third wave. Lockdown. You understand? And so German government hasn't passed any levy to those of us living here to pay as COVID levy and as a tax to support him to manage the economy. So
Akufo-Addo patch says senior me bow said ye COVID di ba here one of the countries say COVID ne hiti omo pa Germany ewo Europe afam no and with all these huge COVID cases any a man boy no patch say omo fa etuo bia mai say COVID etimemufo Germany muntua te say the Akufo-Addo di bia beto Ghana fo azui
kapreba wonfa ma say ntwa empo no aban no adwene ne manfo honti aban no emma social support because no COVID buy no nipa bebre tena fie most of the workers are mo ye adwuma full time because of COVID inti company say be o ye adwuma 40 hours a week because of lockdown into company production abafom productivity abafom into the workers nyina be ye adwuma e bia 20 hours na 15 hours short hours. Now government also the rest of the hours in nipa na fa anko adwuma no was so that nipa betumi atua ne pension ne insurance ne sa de adini nyina. That is what governments here did. Even now, some people that I know, a friend of mine is still not working full time because in the company, it's lockdown, you free lockdown, timi me see, pen so also besimu. You understand? So at the end of the day, sanke ye can fede na Akufo-Addo won fede na MPP form fede ya dinti na omo kan bibia wo say COVID and Russia Ukraine war. Na Russia and Ukraine ntokwa de ebesi Ghana economy mo say. Because important in free Russia. Brother, ye important free Russia.
Some bomb baako ben Ghana.
Emu de na be Ghana.
I'm say Russia for bomb baako bi omoto na ben Ghana nti.
Ebet ma yes amum ebia because na kanya nwanwa. Ukraine no kura na Ukraine keke Ukraine na Akufo-Addo the be Ukraine na Russia no mo kumpo no. Ukraine no mo omo kura inflation e wo form sin Ghana inflation. You understand? Ukraine kura inflation e wo form sin Ghana inflation.
Wow.
Europe I rely most of your gas ne oil ne ade a free free Russia. Empono. We aren't crying the way MPP is crying in Ghana. Some of the problems in your air Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine nyamianimini. The Americans say we are where we are today because Akufo-Addo and his government, they are vampires.
Senior, some men are kind of kakrakasano.
Yes, they are. They are vampires because they have just sucked the blood of
vampire. So almost blood.
na me say oman no moja no omanum ni nyina ho.
Oh,
oman no moja no omanum ni nyina. It's like omo di bibia che say no kwani nyame anim ni. Posterity will not let Akufo-Addo go scot-free. Posterity will not let the current government and its officials go scot-free. Because economic measures are JM do to and sana 2016 year to aba. IMF program said the Ghana economy ni esitie. Now when na da Akufo-Addo neba womia edebeje abino yanko IMF. We are not going to IMF. We are not doing. When was John Kuma went to Parliament to tell Ghanaians who Parliament said we aren't going to IMF so far as MPP is concerned?
Yes.
Any 1 month. Semi Sura.
Senior. Min Chawano. Sa komono mayam fancy ho. Me beba osubiem ne yakọ because our video mema producer sabo. Because me no me tia se me ya ba me bebusa say at what point in time na oman no ehun say economy no the state the indicators bad say what say yanko because hitherto penfo bebre economy be recommend say yanko so economy is resilient, it's robust and blah 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 it ya ba na sen again and I see afofia ntoata ye kwa mef meba ho na mamenko comrade Bennett kunadu yi adom ho na mene no enko etwetwe nkomo me ma na kwa aba a senior comrade Alfred idino eno na moten en kan oye Germany, one of our greatest communication members are Germany and one yen ede enkomo no ehye so no said na obobon nsem eche ono ene oba papa nsem ni bi senior Alfred Kuyoli yeda ase na fireman comrade Bennett
mini episode ba akopɛ
we ye osintawie se network ni pe se wo mu pe IMF
sanity
South Africa and NDC for now ho ye de
Nyamiana Roma mini Peter South Africa boko NDC chapter no so Nyamiana Roma igusu to no mabo ye de no matoso na akwan na me fa akwan so no machia me chapter members ni na of South Africa say na machia also so Mr. Peter ye share ya chakra abu maso wo jumaso a obo e dey support party no na yaka kire party members ni na say amon fam pai bon entai nyina echi said e be a that means power beto gu yeso
fantastic senior comrade ye da se pa na enan komo twetwe no me gidi se videos na ye boy no wate IMF MPP for asopa IMF okuma chengu bia
yes
na ne anim se empanufo bu be se ye chiri kokwanke ni ma se yo mama Ghana fo hu se omu chiri IMF no enka IMF hu ayi trankomonte ene ye wura Akufo-Addo ene na pamfo abobọ Ghana te se bedede ye ko IMF o ma sem njina se Russia Ukraine coronavirus ase woman no aso mini Bennett sa enyina so yi aya valid se eno na ama economy na gija enti ya bobo Ghana te se keta ye de ko IMF ya na mini mamenti
yo mini Peter me da se pi mesa akon yesna ma chat for that for mo free Europe ene Africa ha Asia ne America nyina ma chia obia na mini Peter me da se pi na on se de bia me kan se sa nkofo ya ye wo mo aban mu o de ntro na da ene di bu o man na yesi se utwa ntro ka kire amanfo so o maame ada na se wawu a enya de a obenya ne ame yahwe Obekaya from 2020. Sanity. Obekaya before say Kofi Babefa Kunyano. Now World Bank and IMF now make projection say Ghana economy no e be grow by more than 8%. That is 3 years after 2016. Economy will grow by more than 8% per annum.
That's true.
And there are projection na IMF and World Bank in aye. And they are two honor. Now, Minia, the entire na your projection no very positive, very high. And they say now NDC are buying at the kind your home accord IMF programmer. Na aboa ma yetima to tu no ma ede no ma to to akoma ma bibia eda na kwam sotin enti tamo a obeka ya yewura no ma no ma e pakunya no o ka kire Ghana for say ni first term no what the adwumade to no ma enti Ghana for ma na second term na onfa ma no ma to akoma na onye no ma Ghana for komunye because first term no dey na enoma mo ode eno na NPP for ikachire say Yewura no man Mahama onim amamuo na ode Ghana akwakobo IMF say IMF for mahwe Ghana na momo ani ntimi toto ye no ma na according to omo na some of kind videos ambo eni bi no e kire say ode omo kokobo IMF e kire say we incompetent entino Ghana for nyina obeka ya dia slang Ghana for nyina eka NDC for incompetent. John Doman Mama, incompetent. And the word incompetent, you know, every year synonym of the
now, Patch say, MPP for no, Emma Ghana for Unity, as say, Obia, Obeko IMF no, not you wabong or you're incompetent. And no, that's how you know. Elman said one of the sharpest communicators of MPP, omo freno, Abronyo said, ni video be producer sa video no na ya se si ya na yentie yamfan supported ye yewura Bennett Kunadu Yadom anti producer pesa video na ba bontia na abrantie na sepre nensi aduasa na wode super NDC ana o super IMF no producer ma yes video no na obia enhwe de ensam na MPP for kan ye no ebi nie na yehu se ye no ensam a ye kan na ya boba omia nsam o kan ye na yasan so aba sa wo hye Ukraine nsam no so eti producer ma yes video no ba koso producer as and one
viewers, let's watch this video. You have been let's watch it and we see how we talk about it. Let's watch the video. Just a minute. Let's watch it.
IMF.
The IMF. To IMF.
To IMF.
The IMF. IMF.
IMF. Why should we go to IMF?
You were not informed too.
And there's some subtle suggestion of IMF. I think we've told you that we are not going there.
Continue.
Gabana Tesono Anko IMF. Baby Yanko. Uncle Sembeko. Yanko IMF.
Don't you go to the IMF? Go to the IMF. We will not go to the IMF today. We will not go to IMF tomorrow. And we are not going as long as the NPP remains in power.
You waka come. Okay.
And go to IMF. We are not going to go to IMF.
But I can tell you, we are not going to the IMF.
Will you keep quiet?
Whatever we
At least I'll call IMF.
Yentie last one. When I'm better, yentie last one. Oh, police are my last one.
At least I'll call IMF. Coach, let's say, minimum answer. Into woman and woman.
Repeating producer. Abronya de ne sa repeat. Bese Ghana fo nti abronya. Tie, yentie niye. Network is slow.
At least I'll call IMF. Coach, let's say, minimum answer. Into woman and woman.
Network is slow. Na abronye ensema o kan se wa wo beko IMF bia no kire se wo aban no wonim nyansa wo ye tipon kwaso etu kwa IMF se IMF we boamna mu man na menim nyansa bana tie utie die MPP kan na wo de toto omugina ye omo de ko IMF no se de na oti bubo no evidence ni bi ene de ato aso ni ti to ankomo no so.
Yes, Minia Peter Medasi. Na mother producer so ase. Enti Minia, the enkofo we catch Ghana for nyina ne se NDC for the yenimu de enti na de ho bo IMF. Ma ye catch omo se IMF no enye institution eye demonic say the omama Ghana party as here. After all ye members ewo IMF and ye dey on bo IMF since 1957. And the Senka IMF institution like institution bonia. Enka aban ebianka yahwe won from dada. Pangofo we say mu kan ya ma ekoye say asa ampa. We don ko bo IMF for e ade bonin. Eno nti na nei, omdo mo ko bo IMF a, omso bro mo ko bo IMF a. Ghana for nyina including key members of the NPP are disappointed because omma Ghana for ti ase say so do won ko IMF a kire se woni nim de e kire se sabe woni adwen a wo do bu man enti enne so omba be ka kire se Russia Ukraine crisis COVID-19 enti na ama ye de won ko IMF a na nkofo mo e kama ye se omo ankasa no omo ni conscience because yes Minia
MPP for ni conscience
Omni conscience means omo conscience and some omo kan Minia and some omo kan no and some omo kafa IMF no and some omo kafa IMF no say ne omo so mo ko IMF a e wo se Ghana ni bi abusa ye wo se entinkofu e betima je omo diana na so omo conscience ko man kasa omo abusa omo se ba bia de ye ho koi gasa na Ghana fo lo hia ana sa na Ghana fo ba bi amaye Minia Ogo ka almost say a Russia Ukraine crisis a COVID-19 and I'm here doing so I agree. Now me bisa me won say Minia over countries are actually won share West Africa na. And Ghana nko na COVID-19 no affect ya na. Togo for COVID-19 be no international trade don munye bia na. Burkina Faso omo ma landlord omo a sebi omo ni epoa omo ka omo ma do na fa Ghana no empo no. And then we share inflation figures. We share cost of living, we share cost of crude oil. Burkina Faso, only far better than Ghana. And this is a ban way catch Ghana for say, COVID-19, any Russia-Ukraine crisis. Now my do ya. Now come and say, and turn on cost of charge Ghana for since 2017. No, some turn on Muguso or charge Ghana for. Now, in any case, in Pono. Proud to COVID-19 say everybody. Now IMF no World Bank when na catch you say Ghana buying entry the way all borrow na all spend this kind of because your debt levels average distress levels. That was back in 2019.
Okay.
That was back in 2019. Now COVID-19. Before say Russia Ukraine crisis no. Now Moody's ratings agencies Moody's S&P and Fitch and now downgraded Ghana economy no.
That's true.
No my downgrade the economy in Ghana. And the actually said before the cost of Russia no come back. Now your economy was already in a pre-existing crisis. The economy was already in a pre-existing crisis. Na say ye ka ade a buy a bo Ghana aban we sisi kasem e bo ma ye sisi you can stabilize it e bo ma economy ni ha kamia e COVID-19
ya bo che o se say ye economy ya before Russia Ukraine ya de no we use brofo kakra say economy no na e wo pre-existing crisis. Na opache se economy na nkasa no na asi protiti pansam kwanso na economy na nkasa gija ansa na Russia Ukraine ba sana na opese Ghana fonti ate
no anu minua what ma se kama and me sure say atiefo so that what you me atiefo so ade hwefo so ate ase Fantastic. Before before COVID no be unity no. Now your economy already no it was headed towards the south. Now echo from that. Now your economy no echo from that. And medical can say now IMF no World Bank in Nadiga project to say your economy no ever grow between 8 and 9%. 3 years after 2016. And overshot after 2019 and the economy shot say go through distress because that time no not gains and not NDC government and then they go on now why you roll those gains now it's true why the guy roll those gains now and it's like COVID in poor ma and community still like a Ghana economy crisis because about we say buy prof legacy just spending a 1 year and we so Ghana focus almost no Ghana for need omo ye yake anuntum na omo ye omo na ebamu de na omo ye minia say ye ka ade e ba ya e be boa aban we sikasem e boa man yensi ni stabilize ya e COVID-19 whilst our countries will be financial distress no na ye ya ban e the taxes e the levies in the name of COVID to a product so minia in the middle of COVID Ghana buying over $6 billion. Over $6 billion. At today's exchange rate, that is about 20 billion Ghana cedis.
Over a year 25.8 billion Ghana cedis.
So what I say? Over 25 billion Ghana cedis. And I buy in the year 2020 alone. And say about say COVID-19 and over the year 2020. And now, GRA about one thing can say actually revenue target. And you know, we
exceeded by 2.5 billion. 2.5 billion in 2020. Yes.
This is it. Abandoning Yasika the year 2020. Abandoning Yasika.
Yes.
Abandoning Yasika. But the young problem, let's say abandoning Sikana Unya, they will say a David or this can hear. A David or this can hear. And chair and a parliament. A invited a year or swap for share Sika Samso, a year Minister Furiata. As a Omama account for COVID-19 fund. A choir of us was care about money in the midst of COVID, and a choir of us will use Scano. A brown finance minister appeared before parliament, The submission, I will make your parliament in the United States. COVID-19 is going to buy any and go forward with this kind of trouble. Now, and never want to say, you now on party chairpersons. About one thing, obvious Bob one thing say, almost churches can be most of them fund on campaign. That is a COVID-19 is going to buy now. And what say, and for boost the economy, on farm for that purpose. And yet the reason why in here IMF and the World Bank releases those funds now. And yet private jets are not boarding and about where you say Obechata. Million. Now, about we say, only was someone very asem. About 2 weeks ago, and on Mampani, another Dako Fuado. I go have private jet. I go have private jet, no 20,000 euros per hour.
Yes.
And Nipu Sumi Pona, about where I say, and they see Kasama for Pumunti or no about IMF. Oh, now, maybe I saw always go with them that wouldn't scan a son. And the service of Musa scan a son. And Mampani, Fuado. Now all to final. And our high private jet at a cost of 20,000 euros per hour. No one knows a sick as someone call for one. No one knew one. Minia, so we share and no man of course now. There not a chance to move components and go forward. Say, or more IMF now more corner. A different from then NDC IMF for the doing. Ah. I can say, oh, the service Ghana for will be a new coso. Almost say, Ghana.
One more say, and this for IMF incompetence. But NPP IMF no Russia Ukraine coronavirus entimonti asesa incompetence
nyatwom ena ye nkofo yi dem say countries do not say na COVID-19 ba ya eni to amso mo no kobo IMF na say wo de menua ye mpa ne say countries ni bi ko mba ko IMF ye mu say those countries no omo natural resource endowment at the same e ko ku die be na ko de ma won so wo mu say Sao Tome and Principe. So we want to say Malawi no kobo IMF but I want say Malawi resource ben on war. And come would be Malawi. Malawi is one of the poorest countries in Africa and I say in the world. And this what can tell me say IMF Malawi IMF
Russia Ukraine coronavirus.
Minya and American say I am throw ena your comparators no countries na actually won share West Africa you must say I want say e mudu do say na mudu call IMF say IMF for support one yeah inflation this year you must say inflation this year at the same Ghana near for inflation of Ghana and to the Ivory Coast dia ho you want to Togo dia ho you want to Benin you want to Nigeria you want to Burkina Faso Name say I want say a ban send a year your inflation level over 27%. Not to go and tell you less than 5%.
But when I can say me most video when na for no see na me ko senior comedy producer mame ba wo video na na wo ma Ghana for atiase any wiasifo na atiase say sa Russia Ukraine no anasa say ababi kase pandemic no ama economy agija yemuza ya wonza na za pandemic no Ghana vongwa na ekaya na your friend is saying ama ya hodo aka no
how can global phenomena skip Cote d'Ivoire and all the surrounding countries and only attack Ghana? How does it happen? Question that you have to ask is how can global phenomena skip Cote d'Ivoire and all the surrounding countries and only attack Ghana? How? How does it happen? Question that you have to ask is how can global phenomena skip Cote d'Ivoire and all the surrounding countries and only attack Ghana? How? How does it happen?
How? Bennett. How? How?
And then when there's a question, and then when there's a how, no, Emma, you're about me. Me is how no, but the money you're about me. I said, oh, my trading here, yeah, one of copy African. Just it's only more. What do you know? What I say? What do you know? What I say? According to Bamian, I said, I'm not doing what I say. It's a name. Me just all doing what I say. Minya, na mistake back one. Yabu ba obi atepi. Na make us about mistake back one Ghana for ye. Minya, mistake back one Ghana for ye pa. Mistake back one Ghana for ye. And he said, we have failed over the years to separate qualification from competence. And yes, Minya, I'm gonna make a true. Unim. Say they do me too. Na you say the requirements. So obi okuta master degree and as a PhD.
PhD. Yeah, economics desire PhD in economics you. Aya mo me fa ni die ma PhD no. Ana. Minia and let us not forget say the Minister of Finance a graduate of Ivy League school. Yes, Minister of Finance a product of Yale University. And Ivy League school. What?
So what you say? You must end up make us say. And also, a team separating qualification from competence. The fact that a nipa no work PhD does not mean so you're competent. And any idea about one.
Senior Alfred S. can say, you and poor, pass and forget. Also, so better can be an was it a economic management team? No more, you and poor, pass and forget people.
Minia, no, and then I make us say, I was here team separating qualification from competence. The fact that Ukuta a qualification for a certain job does not mean say you are competent for the job.
Okay.
And the fact that you see a requirement and say also one master's degree and as a PhD does not mean say we are competent for the job. You could have a degree, you could have all the qualifications, but you may not be competent for that particular job. And so share the efforts here now. Actually, will say you're about a product of Buckingham University in the UK. You're finance minister of Korea, a product of Yale University, an Ivy League, university.
Prestigious institutions.
Prestigious institutions. By meaning, you must say I want to say a quan ben or the economy na paso.
Oh,
a quan ben and normally economy na paso. And now you close to CA. Yeah, what's almost a Russia-Ukraine crisis. Now, come here, the Uncle IMF. Now, you problem there or Ghana. Problem there incompetence. Million.
Yes.
Obekaya, I tell for Obekaya. Someone NDC in January 2007, 2009. IMF actual letter proud to say Mills. On January 3rd, IMF throw letter the bread. Yura a Mills to say, "Oh man, akwaba." Now economy economy is already in distress. Now economy on befa so on beboa na ban no. Na ye Ghana free sa ehawunu. It clearly before say Yura Mills ever befa in 2009 January 7th January Now IMF World Bank in the acknowledge say the economy was in distress.
Yeah.
Now before when the kind of the economy not send that. So what I say, and Java could then be over now after Euro John Kufo at the single sponsorship structure at the Abba Ghana. Now let me say young foot the second year. It's not about on my name to trade by a phone booker. Okay. And the man Euro Mills, I can't say I'm to be on my office. And one not shedding chassis, and as a doom so a chassis 2006, 2007, Europe, John Kufo Emerson. What's now solution there?
Yeah.
Now, Minion, now, problem now one for over years. It's Europe Mahama buy, no one said, problem Mama companies will be so far. Now, I affected your tax base, no. It's also your team, a power, your national power utility, no.
Yeah.
And then I come up with a idea of join IMF in the year 2014-2015.
Yeah.
So what I say, and one time I did about IMF no, meaning now there was crisis with regards to doom so name Yura Dondoman Mama and Funso, a chassis to Europe perform refu. One for the Mobian Pound. Over 2014, now global commodity prices at Chama Form. Now Ghana, yes. Ghana a net exporter of raw primary products. No, then you see that someone are highly affected. And today you see that some men and now back Euro Dondoman Mahama introduced to a price stabilization levy.
Yeah,
and all the salary been buy. And today your problem as a net exporter of raw materials.
Yes.
Now your problem with regards to revenue, and now your problem with regards to power generation. Now Obekaya. Now, West African gas pipeline free Nigeria, pumping gas in the back Ghana. Now, and that problem crack. It's now a problem to the bay, internal problems to the bay. And there's all global problem, and only your commodity prices are now dropping, and I'm not going to hit me no way. It's now a serious problem. Oh, man. And to go for catch say, somewhere here on IMF, no, now you need or how, now your incompetence, and a lack of proper leadership. And anything that they call and I say you call IMF some more na e kama e say omo nkasa no economic management no omo nim de te and e hit on ba be fa o ma wo ya opon sika bosi am abo nyina no ene omo de omo akọ IMF for say IMF no no so mas
senior me da say fa analysis no pause wo ma me nanum suo kakra ma me na me nko senior community so we eye come Bennett Kunadu Yadom South Africa communication giant and ayeten nka no me mfa mo messages kakra aba na me nko comrade Alfred ho quickly na ye nko toa enkomohwehwe no so enne eye IMF surely na wenya menua Pfizer Bawa or say eyezu eyeza Pfizer, thank you for watching. Or say Mahama Beye ampa Mahama Ba obeye ampa Pfizer. Pfizer Ba, yeah, that's it with your messages. Next one is Patina Bedu Badu. Yeah, greetings, comrades. More fire. Thank you, Patty. Say greetings, fireman, and your team. Watching you from Hamburg, Germany, my adorable patients, Dakon. Thank you for watching today. Ludmila Tuglo, yes, confused government. Ludmila, you are right, man. Yeah, they are confused. In fact, they are confused, absolute confused. Or say they are all confused and they deserve serious bulala pa. I said bulala pa. Hey, Nima to Adamu. Nima to Adamu. Or no son dia or the buyer no. Or say we are going to smash Ekufuado's head with a big stone. Hey, Pfizer Bauer, where they are not thing. Also, greetings to you all, comrades. Thank you for working day and night for our great party, NDC Diaspora Union. Thank you for your message, and then keep your messages coming in. Also, good evening, sir. Today is my first day of watching this channel, and I'm very happy of your show. I'm watching from Warsaw, Poland. Oh, that's great, Kunte. Nana Kunte, thank you for watching. Please keep watching every week Wednesday. Okay, so to be used for experiment. Oh, Ludmila, Ubekume. Brempom, Bwesiakon Osif, the fire is burning. I love the show. Thank you, Brempom. Thank you for loving the show. Ose Ukraine, don't need him import because of poisonous he is. How poisonous he is. Hey, Nima to Adamu. Ukraine don't need UA because of how poisonous it is. I love the show watching from Tatale. Nanata Frimu. Hey, Nanata Frimu go Kimio. Nanata Frimu. I say I love the show watching from Tatale. Thank you for watching the show. Watching from Poland. Okay, Bosia from Bon. That's great. Brempom Bosiakon is watching us from Poland. Thank you for watching. Please keep your messages coming in. I'll read all of them for you. I'll do my best. Yeah, your next issue. The issue we are still discussing IMF. Now said you want to get some elbow but my senior comrade Alfred Ho. Now you can sour more allegations here on my. Now you say what are the actual indicators? What are the actual, realities on ground? Ama ene ye call IMF no. Senior comrade, what the Emilia Bennett able boss so ya bo video ni bi amwate. The kind no. What are the actual indicators in the economy? Ghana fronti as say and only the reality in here they call IMF. Na yes Russia Ukraine.
Yeah, me that say Comrade Peter say what's about so. Comrade Bennett what can be brief now the me say was a do baby was a separate qualification from competence. I think it's one of the best quotes for this evening. Yeah, the reason the reason here IMF corner I possible me they say Ghana IMF because
fantastic.
Because Ebema Ghana for the opportunity to know the real size of Akufuado's government. Because all this while they've been cooking figures for us. I don't trust any figure that comes from Ministry of Finance.
Oh,
last time I heard say Finance Minister a person push e-levy on Ghanaians. The excuse was, Ghana for nipa be 2 million per any tier tax near there. And I said to myself, this cannot be true. Because
they wanted to wipe the tax net.
Fantastic. Because government workers in Kwakra how many? 600,000 teachers in Kwakra is saying. Never call other agencies other government institutions. Putting the government institutions aside. Look at these reputable companies we have in Ghana. Unilever. You can't tell me, say, workers in Unilever don't pay tax.
Guinness,
you can't
Ghana,
tell me, say, workers in Tylo doesn't pay tax. You can't tell me, say, Nestle workers pay entry taxes. All these shopping malls, workers can't tell me, say, taxes. So it was just one of the, of course, they are known to be liars. So sometimes it's not surprising, say, now, back to your question. The reason IMF nature say Akufo-Addo and his government didn't come to govern, to manage the economy, but they came to steal, to kill, and to destroy the economy of Ghana. Yeah, because look at all the flagship programs Akufo-Addo did buy.
Yes, I
was there. Planting for food and jobs.
Yes.
If indeed there's excuse me to say, useless agric minister, Debiano because of planting for food and jobs, useless,
and now parties use ALS.
It's like he doesn't have the capacity. Okay, he doesn't have the capacity to even be a minister. It's not American say sometimes they think say Ghanaians we wash our face upwards. Sometimes that's how I think they think. But so one, planning for food and jobs. Omude iska abayne de budget omu twade mass ha project no. And then where is planning for food and jobs? Galam stop. Iska ku galam stop mu. And then for the two galam say ne. Okay, Akufo-Addo presidential budget. Last time I could read about 3 billion Ghana cedis was a day. And on no the amount. Said na comrade Bennett Ekano. Also Ghana ye ding, but you can have money to charter a luxurious jet and paying 20,000 euros an hour.
Yes.
Not to talk about crew on board or more expenses. Hotel bills how much here. Your president to kwanya that protocols near the other expenditures in Cameroon.
Yes.
So all these things are things that shows say no, Ghana is actually heading towards a ditch. And something revealing is that why have you asked yourself why is Akufo-Addo is always persistent in chartering a private jet? There is one thing I suspect. My suspicion is all these monies. You see a private jet, no? It's a Ghana sika, a good jet anymore. Okay? Baby. Just to enrich themselves. Because of course, and Penny say who can't temgu menemua epie. When you look at the concept of a Japan deal,
yes,
what they plan in secrecy, and no person more in reality. Okay, so and the Akufo-Addo, he's an intelligent thief. He's an intelligent thief. Say,
now what's your mom?
Or intelligent thief.
Hey,
no, listen. Or has what in the bunkum we are there. Who say, can't fat war, then you find out for 5. Ashenichi.
I give up.
So the time we are busy trying to prevent a Japan deal to go through. Now what the private jet in areas kakra because what the private jet in Namwa, the protocols are different from protocols are different from going with a commercial jet.
Okay.
In terms of the manifest near there. You understand? And it's a grand scheme. Na omo aye omudi ria omaino. As a matter of fact, Ghana shouldn't have gone to IMF. But for the stealing. But for the stealing. And one thing that I'm happy say IMF will say through IMF said America no. IMF the oba. Also be you can't cook figures for IMF.
Good one.
IMF and the Ghana Parliament, like I say, bebu COVID one contact was a member. So far as I walk on the then of course the Shantumu is going to come out.
Yes.
That is one aspect I am say and ne a kufu they call IMF.
That's true.
Another way is to say a nyame and a tria the
Okay.
Nyame na tria the catch say they wanted to keep cooking figures till 2023 within 2024. Into see ye beto aba na say ye ya to aba na say ba se kufu do ko next government e obeba no JM beba no obeba na chese we chia propra no one start propaganda di bi say ya NDC for say na me say JM de okọ na se asori a omo afode kese pa ma nyankopon kire say nyame
ni nyame ti ase mahama nyame ti ase.
Of course, because otherwise Ghanaians would have still hold Akufo-Addo in high esteem.
Yes.
Otherwise, Ghanaians would have still think that Akufo-Addo would have been one of the best presidents, even better than Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
But look at it now. He's the useless, the most corrupt, the most clueless government we've ever had in the history of Ghana.
Senior.
He's just thinking about himself. He's just thinking about himself, but not the betterment of the country. Otherwise, you won't give teachers 4% salary increment, and you will take more than 78 or 80% salary increment. That's what teacher Nuko Busa. What can I say? Oh, no more yet, no, Monfa just 4%. Then I ask myself, if the government is saying, oh, Ghana for more, what is the government also doing to support the Ghanaian?
That's a good question.
Because Ghana for the team, so the hardship are being felt by the Ghanaians, and you as a government, you are there to put down measures for the citizens to feel a bit released. That's a basic economic principle. So because of scarcity of resources, internal management, you know, say a managing. So if you tell me the resources are scarce, therefore you can't manage it, then what is your usefulness? To be a leader or to be a manager? A manager who always complains about problems doesn't work being a manager.
Wow.
Because there's a problem, that is why you are there. And you are there to solve problems. You aren't there to complain.
Okay.
So if there are problems and you are still you base your complaints on the problems. Okay, because of when you say na say ni bu mind there sebi o senka Peter yenyina nka president gebet me di bi o.
Me pesa producer mo video bi ni entie na mi nje wanu yie bi ewo sa video no ho. One of the MPs ekasaye ebra na pesa ye di 11 ba na ebi mo suggest say yenko IMF no mo si da bi yenko IMF MP baako eko gina kofobia mantem ekasa about e-levy free SHS ane se yebeko IMF enti producer ma yesa video na mi bebusa wasem
Martin
se
IMF afọ ni na to for my ni na yen so se ade ba kuzo awa ya nka ne se ya ntwa yi levi no ni ekọ World Bank ana se ekọ IMF se ekọ ko jebosia inya ko e na o mekatre na adanko akufo ado se free senior high school non culture otamwa munyina mo manam ama wie school o mo ko school o mo nya school go sanse we na mo ti yak school akọ me se mo busuafo me member of parliament me ni NDC for the parliament there be I am mo hetu mo ho parliament mo NDC for se NDC for no NDC for no any MPP for no a mo parliament no ye nyina ye gitum NDC for no agya tum se yi levi ni ye there be o mo ka tere se ye nyire ho ni em pushia ni em pass yi levi no ni e pass e be boy na mom o mo de o mo ntibi ma be ka tere o man se o mo nyintu sanse o mo be ka tere o man no mo ba mo so bo popo do mo nya enu ti NDC for no crash ya se ene bia esi en ka tere na mo so bo na mom o mo ntibi me ka tere mo abonte ye ni o mo na ti o ye your parliament do so if o mo ye namfoa edi misramo me anyintu entua na mo anyina na mi sawu nyina me na baso
senior pinisi se ya ni 11 antuma ebeko IMF ya ko IMF so ebeka tie ntwa free SHS bo mo ma no beko ebetena fie abane di 11 aba ni nyina chi abane se ye ko IMF enti sam so asofo no ene Ghana fo e kan sa nsem we nyina kire mo no omu eni daso obi mbe de aso ye dada wo mo ana say oh do say ye ko IMF but free SHS ye witwom ebeka ho enti omu koma nto all these things no what does it tell you about this government? In fact ye monitor na men comrade woni e me conclude yen
we made that same o said the MPC kasaya senkamene MPP a was a kasa ne anwure ya mo tro mo resignation letter e de Ghana form so yen MPP party no we aren't becoming into governance again until Ghana for ya twe ho because o hwe also party mu gu no mo ten foforo because o hwe in some of the of course o hwe in some of the kan now we in the Ghana baby na yigina what again are they going to say senka sebi kameni na nakufu adoa eya achopa just be sincere come on your knees and beg Ghana and say Ghana for my dimutro my dimibone mo fa me bone nche.
Fantastic.
That is what Akufo-Addo should have done, or that is what this government should do. They shouldn't try to justify why we are going and what is different from this IMF to the other IMF. It's like I read something today and somebody was like giving an example, it said, when you F mass 10 years ago, now F mathematics exams F. Now I just say, hey, maybe F near papa S F na unyano 10 years ago. No. Why? Because the questions weren't the same. You understand?
And I say when you F5 and I mean F2 maybe a o say cry miss me F we
Gano ekra me marry we but me near come as no there no. I mean it doesn't add up, honestly speaking. And then I'm a ferry more say empenyfo sa etimi di ntro. And I'm a ferry more say empenyfo sa etimi hwe nyame anim ehwe Ghana fo anim edi ntro say. I believe that Ghanaians are the best judges. Now, Ghana for so aswansa. Those times na propaganda nti no money efra. Ene obuna ka say efuna ni abie. Ghana for hunu Akufo-Addo smoothest level. MPP smoothness level, JM time, yeah, Ghana, JM Bobosia, but what me don't say pointy infrastructure project at JM aye.
That's
And
true.
then I can't see what a major infrastructure project I could for yeah, which me don't say Subaka say, oh my year atoa gas no, there's nothing like that. No hospital has been built, no proper infrastructure project, even year of roads. Oh, Mokai. How many first class roads na kufu adwaye? That mean to say was say, oh my, how many kilometers? 10,000 kilometers. I say, BB kilometers. Now say 10,000 kilometers road asphalt roads Ghana. Is that Ghana and Kafutu Kwabi and Ghana be?
Oh.
So honestly speaking, they have no excuse than to apologize.
Wow.
They have no excuse than to apologize and to also resign. So mo ferry there, so many who are there. Because otherwise, the history of Ghana would actually be, as it were, me who the right word that me use.
I know what thing, because me and
because me what are we going to tell our kids about Ghana history? A drew a Kufuado generation, a good Kufuado Mreiswa. So once upon a time, there was a man who called the Kufuado. He touted himself as a human rights activist, a human rights lawyer, a one who can turn Ghana into
Ghana.
And this man was handed over power, and within 2-3 years, he messed up the economy like never before.
Never before.
It's just a shame. It's a big shame, and I feel pity for the nation, honestly.
Yeah, in fact, and some no what to me are digesting in the right perspective. I believe and Nasan Drachi Nami or UTV, and that is what I said. So you will kufad na for the only thing they have to do. Ghana for a pamacho.
Yeah, simple.
And no and wakano. Senior, you're bringing to no mema of fana time now. When Ghana for Akasa, Ghana for Mababu, and I said disappointment in the system. I huge. Said the MPP for dig Ghana for trad that Ghana for no. And if I be brave, Abama bu amanya for. Until you may a dear now catch a Ghana for. And in the through Germany for our mutia war, a bright ya day and come to China.
Yeah, they may catch a Ghana for say, say dear, at the Ubia ni Mubia who said the Amamono, a Kufa de Aqua Kuduru. Ubia who said the MPP are buying a Kufa de Dianimu at the Ghana economy Aquakuye. She a Bragana full soon, say ye much ye, na ye the taxes upon taxes, levies upon levies, SAP so. No, Eddie Ginny, or in the Bushia. Let's Ghana for say, Ghana for whom NDC, a free ya Papa J, Bresso, a fire Tamils Bresso, ABC, JM. Which me don't say, JJ time, or ye way, a Tamils buy, or ye say, JM buy it, the why, MPP are nowhere near what NDC have done. Before buy where you kakra, no problem. But when you compare, the gap is too wide. Now the only hope for Ghana is NDC in 2024.
Fantastic.
Maybe I may catch them in Crawford say Germany has me catching Crawford say they are civil Ghana. Say yeah with me NDC. Ghana for the money to say okay, nyahwe ye benu so atwen wo pe 2024 they were hey say can you say NDC better alternative for e be aba na Ghana nke jatum.
I'm telling you.
But who now hope so watchna will be actually watching be papa you can you can stand fast.
It's true.
Which was okay, and then me yamu to there watchna be the NDC is a better alternative.
That's good.
Ghanaians are tired of the lies. Ghanaians are tired of the deceit. Ghanaians are tired of the propaganda.
That's true.
Let's Ghana for say do 2024. Yemfa kokromoti no enkyere MPP ne na ban. Say untimi fa yenwa. Wa fa yenwa nra. Enne untimi fa ya kyekede. Ti de kokromoti ebeyi omo afiri ho. Na ye de GM aba. No wa be hye Ghana economy no. Na economy net na kuye because the economy ni koyi a ekoyi ma ye nyina. Ghanaians in diaspora, Ghanaians in Germany.
Good.
You do 2024, I'm some way in a yamfa yahu dene. Enko tai NDC echi. Na yenje amamuno in free sebi. Sa akronfoi ensem. So opening the mechanism said the better there's no alternative than JM.
That's good.
There's no alternative than JM. And 2024 is just around the corner.
Okay.
So let's just keep our fingers crossed and then.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Senior Comrade Alfred Kuyoli ena moten nkano se ode ne nkomo twetwe no aba awieye no yebre no ekko papa na yebeda Senior Comrade Alfred Kuyoli se wada jase eniama na odi niama abobobo ma opia hu but osi achie mu ye echen abebo bia wiase di Ghana fo nyina mo diaspora na mo Ghana yesramo se ye nkwagefo ne yewura John Dramani Mahama ne NDC 2024 inshallah nyame ya atoma 2024 drobianka dem omo ye dan omo fa nsuo me be fa nsuo omo fa sase be fa sase omo fa yiem ye be fa yiem inshallah we rescue Ghana. Eno na yedru so no. The Senior Comrade Alfred das yenua Bennett ahoma no na papa yan hwese otimi ba bi ma no fa ne last comment emra na nka yemfa jumadie no emra awiye and say na homa no still etwetwen yen nti mo ma me fa me bite emra ene ma fa me me disema ma anopa I start no me de be ende nti ye de ba be ende Ghana fo ba bia ye duru no MPP fo eni kwase ye soso omoso MPP have failed Ghanaians. They have disappointed Ghanaians. They have messed up the economy. They have messed up the party. In fact, this is the time for us to show them the exit point. Nine young party ninkogu ebem no muko suenyansa for 50 years. MPP. And what's here come mugu bem no muko suenyansa for 50 years. Where 50 years synchronization of the party. Answer no betimenya kwayamba party mu biem no abamu biem no not 50 years because they have no shame. Instead of them to eat the humble pie and apologize to Ghanaians arrogantly womunam and NDC MF no different from MPP MF, they are still irritating Ghanaians with those shallow talks. We have been magnanimous, we have been charitable with them. This is the hour. Everywhere Ghanaian now finding. You have to help us expose this government. Obia obaba jina wani makacha say NDC IMF no MPP dey different from omonwa sini who sini ha onyan wa ye trofo woman pano correct nation wreckers. And this is the hour. Every Ghanaian everywhere, this should be our mantle. Now the producer bebo video be and no MPP man can isolate him or herself from this mess. No MPP man. They are all in power, especially the members of parliament, MPP MPs, and all the executive arm of government. Nobody can isolate him or herself from this mess. Some people are trying to be hypocritical, mischievous, to isolate themselves from this mess. producer my video no papa bi asem on and say okeka or okeka no na me check Ghana for say they cannot deceive Ghanaians again. This their other tricks, it won't work. It won't work on Ghanaians. Enough is enough. Ya bre MPP. Producer bo video no na me check Ghana for.
Going to IMF.
Papa we kasa.
Trust me. You're sitting here and you are smiling. IMF, what are we going to say again? Somebody tested me. Don't say anything about IMF. Me, I shouldn't say anything about IMF. I will say it. I will say it. You know, going into IMF is just like handing over power to NDC without a contest. Straight away. Because the noise we made, and I threw my own words back when I said NDC went to IMF because of mismanagement of the party, the government, or the economy. So if MPP is going to IMF, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? So breaking the 8 is going to be tough. You cannot use the face of those who took us to IMF to break the 8. It don't work. My message to you is simple. You cannot read my lips, and I'm not scared of anybody in the party. I will tell you the gospel truth. It's the gospel truth. Those who take you to IMF cannot, this same face cannot break the 8. In Latin it says, verbum sapienti satis est. A word to the wise is enough. I'm very, very sad today when I saw the publication that we are going to IMF. You know, that is what Mahama was praying for. He's gotten his wish. It will not be easy. It will take hard work. It will take hard work. So we should brace ourselves that there's a task ahead of us. Therefore, it's only unity that will let us sail through this breaking the 8. Initially, again.
Ghana for me was semi catch the papa. Me was semi a catch the papa. Video ya mo share someone mate. Wakasa. Na yempani atwemu ku house.
Trust me.
Say some mess ya abetowe. Some mess ya abetowe. MPP for obia no obetimi ayi no afiri. The mess now MPP for ma create no. MPP pani bia no obetimi ayi no afiri. Enti ewa Canada Japan papa. Me no ya gen. Ani diom. Say the moment ya ma ban na kase wo mo ko IMF no, it's like so ma handi power the ama MPP without no NDC, without no contest. Sir, MPP abaye na age say all IMF this time or no. Ura Canada Japan papa ni die mo me no ya den eyampa. It is the MPP handing over ama power ama NDC say wa bra ya nya contest. Eye no correct. Ye to so bi o. Me no say again pass say MPP ko IMF dia they should forget about breaking the 8. Esanso ye no correct. Ana me say no ya adwebiem pass wo mo de yen ko IMF yi yentumi inform nkogina ko ano say yen hwe mo so nto abama MPP ma power biem eno so ye no correct. But yewra Canada Japan we ye ka wo mo de Ghana for ko IMF wa na nya wa adwen say wuyi hu afiri mo ka ho papa o ka ho MPP aba no ka ho bi we are chairman of an integral committee in parliament. Edru say 11 Ghana force say yempe 11 no o ka wo mo a private jet ye de rent ma mo ba krom abeto abama 11 wo mo kasa wa MPP mu a kasa mpunapuno no o ka ho bi wo bo Kenya for that tabaso okroma. Ene ya tese wo ka wo mo a omo pese omo contest a 1 MPP ticket so for presidency. Yewra Kenya aban wei amamwo na ase no ka ho bi menye ho firim Man try will come a gun of any brabberino. Yes, sir, man try. In some the waka. But don't tell now, oh, cano. Oh, Pecamia, yes, oh, so you who free. The mess this government has created, you are part. Nobody should isolate him or herself. Whoa, Alan Tremantin, and an economic messiah, Bawumia, you are all a failure. Please, Ghana for break. We are done with the MPP in our democracy. You need 50 good years to restructure your party and come back. Take note. Say the most disappointed Ghana for no. Say the mama Ghana for that sick for no. Say the man dada Ghana for no. Mom move bien fast and that message we might be move. Enough is enough. Yes, sir, papa. Enough is enough. Deceptive strategy in your come. I'm person who use another strategy that Ghana for can make your head and cut that day Ghana for. Let's be serious. This MPP whole government party, they have disappointed Ghanaians. We are not excluding anybody from this mess. They are all part. And Papa Sama me waka che no. Paki on too good on keka. Ne die. Na ma Ghana for sampa. Wako tena baby. No we branding home for the party 50 years to come. So baby ana Ghana for bede. Ebe hu mobo. Senyame nkwa now that so tiase dia. Ebi a Ghana for be uma. Asamre party and danko that day stories no. You come and people mo di Ghana for nyamododo. Mo bu Ghana for say tipon kwaso for. Mo di anim twitwi form. You don't respect us. And rich hey finance minister. E don't say yankwa me for net. Yankwa me for chana. Deputy finance minister kwina parliament. Yankwa me for net. Yankwa me for chana. E ba ne se na fofi anto atade na si ye. Enne. Mo se sam nkukuru mu kaka. Mo bobo Ghana te se bede. Amode ye kwa IMF. Die na si ye. What changed? Deceptive government. Deceptive government. We won't tolerate this deceptive strategies again. This your political gimmicks. It won't work. And I'm telling you, Akwati Mensah, let's wake up, Ghanaians. Let's rise up. These people, we can't trust any of them. 137 MPs in parliament, they are all failures. They don't care about the plight of Ghanaians. Asemi yedika. Hina nebeka. Eya nebeka. Ghana for. And then so yedama say MyShow to my dear no. Muni yedi. My catcher must say NDC MyShow men friend diablo. It do so share the link. And you bring pen for me no nebeka no yedi ujana beremo. Yanka sami ni abenet kunedu yadom. Or South Africa Communication. Or Bojuma. And then special guest our boss for the first time. Comrade Alfred Kuyoli and Tren Bobre or Maya who say MPP NDC. We have the men across board. One man analysis na fantastic one over Germany or Bojuma senior. That's a person ne ojebre. And ye bidding come. Mamma share our diaspora for never be. Mamma share on YouTube, Mamma share on Facebook. Muna ye damase. Now may I do one next week another fantastic edition. Until it is over, it is not over. The bones are rotten. We are still house of folk. And the yoke cannot be broken. The yoke of NDC cannot be broken. 2024, inshallah, by God's grace, whether cook or crook, we are coming to power. You be sure next week, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Until then, shalom. Thank you.